Happy birthday, Pisces. Give me a moment. "8:24 p.m. on my alarm. Are you staying within your well-worn groove? Are you staying within your well-worn groove? Are you ready to keep self-criticism in check? Okay, real quick. Today is my second firstborn son. Happy birthday, Jaquan. Let me say that again. I didn't welcome Spoon. So happy birthday, Pisces. The day of Zest. Wednesday, February 28th. The Rabbit Magician. Personality, meaning, and meditation. Happy birthday, special honor. This video is being dedicated, and for the record, for my son. He is my firstborn son, baby number 2. I can call him baby. Happy birthday, child. Jaquan. I have meditated and mixed the cards, and at the bottom, we have the 3 of Wands. That's where I shall begin. Keywords: embarking, benediction, assistance, leaving the past behind, humility, optimism. An aspiring merchant pays homage to a totem at dawn before embarking upon his journey. He carries 3 small sticks in his possession, which symbolizes the creative zeal, exuberance, and optimism felt at the commencement of a new expedition. The merchant is greeted by birds singing songs of inspiration, while the lotus flower blooming at the base of the totem signifies divine providence. In a reading, the 3 of sticks, wands, symbolizes enterprise, trade, and commerce. This card also reminds us that we need others and that it is essential to ask for assistance. Let's shuffle 3 times for that bottom card message. Victory, the 6 of Wands. Should I go ahead and read a little bit of that? I don't want to take too much time and get kicked off. Keywords: accolades, success, victorious, triumph, rejoicing, messages, honor, support, and esteem. The appearance of this card represents an opportunity for you to assume a leadership role and begin to take on new responsibilities. Beautiful. Second shuffle. Here we go. The Fool. Perfect. Keywords: accidental, coincidence, curiosity, innocence, beginning, standing at the threshold. Although he wanders dangerously close to the precipice, it is necessary for him to do so, for him to take the proverbial leap of faith and find the hidden temple within. The Fool. The last shuffle, I open up to the 2 of Pentacles. Got this card yesterday. Keywords: balance. Okay, there you got the moon underneath there. Appearances are not what they seem. Keywords: balance between work and family, juggling, dexterity, nimbleness, precarious. A young man stands on a pier by turbulent tides, juggling two gemstones under the watchful eyes of Ganesh and Hestia. He seems quite confident engaging in his juggling act, despite the ominous weather brewing around him. The rocks represents the balance between work and life. This deft display of skill is representative of the care with which one has to maintain harmony between those relationships. The Two of Pentacles. Going with the flow. The Two of Pentacles is the card which represents going with the flow. It is the feeling of ease we experience when we take on something and do it so well it feels like we're sailing. We're not trying to push the river, but we are flowing with it. Yet the fact that there are two coins suggests that we can take on more than one task at a time and are able to keep many plates in the air. Being in this flow state and being able to juggle our task easily and effortlessly makes us feel we are in tune with the unfolding process of life. Prediction. Greater flow ahead. Receiving the Two of Coins in this position suggests things will become much easier for you to handle. You should be able to juggle all demands placed upon you with high spirits and even a sense of pleasure and gratitude. All tasks you need to take on will be free at any feeling of burden and difficulty, and you will be able to lighten up and take it all in your stride. The guidance, go with the flow. The Two of Coins, Pentacles, advises you to notice where you may be exerting too much control, preventing you from being able to approach or handle problems with ease. This may be a sign for your self confidence is lacking. Awareness of your holding on is the first step in letting go of the reins a little. Trust that you can do all you need to do with far less effort than you think. You can meet any task, any goal, any deadline, and any seemingly insurmountable hurdle with a fraction of stress and worry that you may currently be exerting. So believe in yourself and enjoy the ride. The problem, lack this state of flow. Receiving the Two of Coins in this position suggests you may have taken on something much prevented, which prevented you from being in a flow state. Perhaps you have approached some task or challenges with a feeling of resistance or struggle, or perhaps you have taken on more responsibilities than and is healthy for you. Living with unnecessary effort, resistance, and or burdens may have been weighing you down, making you feel off kilter and keeping you in a state of struggle. That is the energy, huh? Happy birthday, Pisces. The day of Zest. Vibrant, alive, emotionally complex, overly enthusiastic, excessive, and thoughtless. Your meditation. The object of one's enthusiasm is at least as important as the enthusiasm itself. The object of one's enthusiasm is at least as important as the enthusiasm itself. The object of one's enthusiasm is at least as important as the enthusiasm itself. Let's go to sunsigns.org to see what they have to say about your personality, Pisces. Today is the last day of the month. You might have an energy shift. I didn't check. In brief, a Pisces born on February 28th strives for perfection. They dream on such a lofty scale that their reach often exceeds their grasp. February 28 people enjoy living in the limelight and gravitate towards a fast paced lifestyle that offers them glamour and romance. Hmm. I want to put this out of my way. Let's go to sunsigns.org. I noticed my video I was looking at yesterday was the internet going in and out. February, oh, let's go like start over. If you are a February 28th birthday person, you have an emotional understanding of others. The February 28th zodiac sign Pisces makes you extraordinary. You will relate to any and anyone. Eh, You somehow cannot be fooled by some things, Pisces. And one is how a person truly feels. It is customary to ask, "How are you?" when we greet someone, and the usual answer is, "Fine, thank you." When we say that to a Piscean, when you say that to a Piscean, but you do not mean it, they know better. This is your gift, Pisces. Born on February 28th, you're motivated, accurate, helping, intuitive, restless, wise, talented. Happy birthday, Pisces, the fish. Those born on February 28th embrace their past as it sets standards for the present and future. It is one reason you understand people and their set of problems so well. You have been through enough of life's bumps and bruises and enjoy rides to have gained some wisdom. Still, in all, you have, and you must be careful of your emotional moodiness. Your birthday personality shows that you can become irritable and could descend into your mystical planet. Pisceans carry a great burden for others, and well, you could use a break from time to time. Your birthday horoscope forecasts that you are not much good to others if you are ill, Pisces. Those of you with a birthday on February 28th need to take care of yourself. Get a checkup, mental and physical. It would not hurt to talk to someone or to ask your nutritionist about supplements and a new healthy recipe. Typically, Pisceans do not need to do much to maintain the status quo, but exercising helps to reduce stress. There are many ways in which to achieve a healthy lifestyle that does not require a whole lot of effort or cost. Watch those labels, however. According to the February 28th birthday astrology, some of you born on this day could be allergic to certain foods or substances. So, you want to talk about your career choices. Okay, there are numerous options. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. You are a Pisces, born on February 28th. You could teach at a university, become a counselor, or work in social reform. What your birthday says about you is that Pisces would also do well in film, television, or radio. As you can see, the list is long but does not stop there. What I am saying is that you are very talented. Your birthday analysis shows that business mind and would not have any problem securing the position you so desire. You have the drive, ambition, and personal hopes of being a success. Wearing your birthday month's color, red, ruby, attracts good fortune and exercises negative forces. It is also helpful when going to interviews because it represents power as well. If your zodiac birthday is Pisces, you can learn to trust your instincts more. It is another one of your gifts that is linked to your sense of humanity and your keen attention to details. Pisces birthday people of February 20 like to be the center of attention. This is unlike your Pisces brothers and sisters. This could be either negative or positive. Your lover will have no problem telling you which one it is. With most couples, you will have one that is jealous. In a relationship with you, Pisces, proves to be challenging as your mood changes. You tend to live in a dream world that does not seem to fit into reality. When you try to merge the two, it could be chaotic. I would say that your match will be have to be opposite to you to have a happy love relationship. Someone needs to keep you grounded. You live in a fantasy world that doesn't work. If today is your birthday, another imperfection could be that you find it difficult to settle down. Your inability to focus lands you in trouble with your boss, friends, and family. If not this, then you are exceedingly emotional. In other words, Pisces born on this day, February 28th, can be dramatic. It is hard to keep up with you sometimes. It can drain a person mentally with the highs and lows. When you do settle down, you are reclusive. Pisceans can be confusing. The February 28th birthday meaning predicts that you have a sixth sense or a robust, intuitive nature. You can see through people and are always willing to lend a helping hand. Pisceans born today on this day, you can sometimes live in a dream world and it confuses you. Your perfect match is someone who will keep your feet on the ground. You have your choice of careers. You can do or be anything. February 28th, Pisces. You understand people and cannot be fooled by their superficial remarks. You need to take care of yourself as you can be irritable. Although you are active, you can still benefit from exercise and predict your birthday horoscopes. You have awesome business sense and could teach or counsel. Famous people and celebrities born on February 28th. Only one I can pronounce. Daniel Handler and Jaquan Ramel. Nigella Jones. Happy birthday. This day that year, February 28th in history, 17004, the first school is for Black people is opened by Frenchman Elias Newell in New York City. In 1827, Baltimore and Ohio chartered the first commercial railroad in the United States. And in 1929, the NHL history, Chick Black Hawks loses 15 at home games in a row. In 1956, Swampscott, Mass. 13 people died in a train crash. Your verdict moon sign is Mean Rashi. We will not go into that, but if you wish to read on that, um, sunsigns.org for their interpretation of the verdict moon sign. However, February 28th, your Chinese zodiac sign is the rabbit. I've been into the Chinese zodiac, so um, I'm going to make sure I do those. And happy birthday to me, Shavanda. Priestess reads, High Priestess Shavanda Jones. The Chinese zodiac rabbit is aware of their motivations, feelings, and movements, but sometimes they question their behavior in social situations. They know they have conducted themselves to the best of their ability, but are never quite certain if that means they behaved correctly. The Chinese rabbit tends towards introversion, finding himself content in the quieter, lonelier moments that come his way. Rabbits are touchy. It's not hard to hurt their feelings, but you have and may never know as they bury that away. The rabbit sign is creatures of order, and disorder will set them completely ill at ease. It is a harmony that is at a rabbit's heart. For all their tenderheartedness, all they want is to be loved and accepted, even while maintaining themselves in a place of seclusion. The Chinese zodiac sign rabbit. Strength is a king's awareness of their inner self. Time spent in conclusion, contemplating their motivations is important to the rabbit. He tends outward control. What a rabbit feels is their business, and what lies beneath is deeply private. This allows them to appear calm and collected even when they're feeling anything but that. The rabbit characteristic shows that they know when to speak and when to withhold speech. They never bother to speak when what they have to say is not worthwhile. Rabbits are deeply focused on self improvement and thus will pursue perfection in all things in their lives. The most comforting thing about the rabbit is that their honesty is beyond question. Deception is simply not in their nature. Their analytical nature doesn't stop with themselves. He can turn that to others and is adept at dissecting their nature. Some of rabbit signs' best assets, when turned on their head, are some of their greatest weakness. Rabbits are timid around other people while caring deeply about what they think. Their innate sensitivity makes them easily hurt, while their retention of their emotions keep them from letting others know they've been hurt. The rabbit man or woman enjoys living in the safety of his home, but this can lead to him becoming a hermit, secluding himself from the world. They are staunchly honest, but this also means they are incapable of even the gentlest of deception. Their analytical nature, unfortunately, can lead them to becoming disillusioned about human nature and embittered about those they associate with. The Chinese rabbit zodiac sign is a diligent worker, careful in all their endeavors. They provided their deep need for freedom is met. They are capable of being amazing producers in the workplace, but he must have his security and be his boss. His concern over his sense of security leaves him unable to cope with being under another's thumb. The rabbit wants a secure office with a comfortable workplace, not adventure or travel. It is important to know that a rabbit is primarily concerned with their security and welfare, and this can stand in the way of their sense of altruism. Rabbit as a boss is going to be an excellent leader if you are seeking solid and secure income. It doesn't take unnecessary chances, but will take what seems like odd directions that turn out magnificently for him. He has that sense for buried riches, for finding the value in things that others can't quite see the point of. A Chinese rabbit as a boss will broker deal with ease. His diplomatic abilities are beyond reproach. He is well mannered, gracious, and persuasive, seeing his way through to a mutually agreeable decision where others were left unable to reach an accord. The Chinese horoscope sign rabbit as a co-worker who can be touchy, can work in a conjunction with others, and would gladly negotiate out divisions of labor and project plans. His sensitivity to others' emotions and opinions allow him to come to a reasonable accord and keep the workplace friendly and warm. Their major failing can be a sort of timidity, which, if not overcome, can lead to a decided difficulty in taking advantage of opportunities. In Chinese astrology, the rabbit prefers to be independent financially, squirreling away money for a later day and keeping themselves secure without the assistance of others. No matter how much money a rabbit has packed away, it isn't ever enough. He always wants to make just a little more sure that his security is solidly in place. This can end up being a problem as he can hesitate and put money to work in the interest of having money put away. In these circumstances, he can wind up being stingy and more than a little over concerned with the bottom line. The Chinese zodiac rabbit is not particularly sentimental. They are deeply in touch with the thoughts and emotions of those around them. They don't immediately fall in love, and this emotion can be quite difficult for them. While dating, the rabbit does not have much tolerance for human flaws in their partner, a direct result of their sometimes over-inflated opinion of themselves. Attempting to seduce a rabbit is a fool's bargain. Their reticence extends itself to having to be the initiating member of a relationship. The big problem for rabbit is that relationships require shared sentimentality, and that speaks against everything that they stand for personally. It offends their sense of decency and certainly their typical reserved nature. The rabbit Chinese sign lacks self confidence as a rule, and this can create problems with their love relationships. Their appetite is capricious, but their sense of decency can leave them being a bit prudish. Even if their appetites run deeper, they're too reserved to act on them. Getting through a rabbit requires getting through into their emotional burrows. Showing patience and understanding with him or her can get them to open up in this area. His habits tend towards a tender and careful lover, deeply connected with those who share these intimacies with. He must be. His fragile emotional nature makes it impossible for it to be otherwise. The years of the rabbit: February 19, 1939 to February 8, 1940, February 6, 1951 to January 26, 1952, January 25, 1963 to February 12, 1964, February 11, 1975 to January 30th, 1976, January 29, 1987 to February 16, 1988, and February 16, 1999 to February 4, 2000. February 3rd, 2011 to January 22nd, 2012, and January 22nd, 2023 to February 9th, 2024, and February 8th, 2035 to January 27th, 2036. Your ruling planet is Neptune, which stands for spiritual enlightenment, fantasies, mercy, and guilt. The two fishes is the symbol for the Pisces star sign. Your birthday tarot card is the Magician. This card symbolizes a creative and artistic personality who is smart and dominating. Let's get the Magician message. My cards are upside down. The Magician. It's in between. This is my message. I take it how it resonates. The Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Hangman. The Four of Pentacles. Keywords: miserly, conservative, fear, security, status, ownership, possessiveness. In a barren and desolate landscape, a noble has four large gems in his possession. The jewels are of no use to him or anyone else in this wasteland. His best bet is to carry them with him to a new location where he could put them to some use. The noble appears to be too enthralled with his gems and the whispers of the desert jinn to find a new place where he can thrive. The Four of Gems Pentacles counsels us not to become so satisfied with our accomplishments, lest we grow stagnant and miss opportunities for more significant growth. The Magician. Keywords: purpose, intention, self mastery, skill, occult, active mentalism, and manifestation. Card 1 is the Magician or Magus. The next phase of the Fool's journey is meeting the Magician, who is either a charlatan or the genuine article. The Magician represents our ability to direct our destiny through the use of our free will. He presents us with the four choices, tokens of the four suits of the minor arcana: a wand representing our creative will, a sword representing our intellect and reason, a chalice representing our emotions and intuition, and a large coin mounted on the wall behind him, representing our material body and five physical senses. The magician does not grant or gift us of these items because they are already in our possession. Instead, he shows us the path we must follow to become magicians and master our circumstances, ourselves, and our environment. The bottles on the shelf are indicative of alchemy. The sword pointing upwards and finger pointing downwards represents the Hermetic principle of correspondence, as above, so below. When the Magus appears in a reading, he represents the ability to master one's destiny and apply one's will for a positive outcome. The work of the Magus is to explore the deep realms of the subconscious recesses and provoke psychological dimensions of our mind to be activated. Eliphas Levi says, and I quote, "He looks upon the wicked as invalids, whom one must pity and cure. The world, with its errors and vices, is to him God's hospital, and he wishes to serve in it." The Hangman. Keywords: release, let go, prostrate, intercession, learning, new angles, perspectives. The concept of the hangman characterizes the phrase, let go and let God. This means stepping back from a situation and contemplating things from a new angle. Sometimes uncomfortable situations are the catalyst for brilliant ideas. The guitar on the left represents divine inspiration, while the python represents the kundalini energy in yoga. Incidentally, yoga postures that involve standing on one's head are meant to suppress one's ego. This card also calls for the suppression of the voice of our ego so that we may hear the voice of God. This card may seem like a bad omen but the expression on the man's face is serene. In difficult circumstances, this card advocates doing all that is within your power to control and then putting your faith in something that is far greater than yourself. So when you see the hangman in a reading, learning to trust the process and be receptive to inspiration. The hangman. The meanings and interpretations of the major arcana. I got a bad. The magician represents us not at our greatest potential, but at our greatest potential realized. When your projects fall into your lap with ease, when your product, when you produce high quality work with ease, When the path of your accomplishments came without trial, you are in this state. The magician has all the universe's potential at his disposal and naturally knows how best to apply it and use it. The magician knows what is possible and therefore navigates the path to its execution with absolute ease. As I continue reading about the magician card of the major arcana in three different positions and orientations, the upright and reverse, followed by the meditation at the end. Most of the tarot decks like the Rider Waite, but I am using the Global Fusion. However, the Rider Waite uses the upright and reverse tarot meanings. At the height of one's potential, we are in the heart of our arts, and those things we seek to create are actively at our disposal. When harnessed, this time of freely flowing creativity can create some of the greatest works of our life. We can enter into and fade out of this place repeatedly throughout our lives. But this is purely a representation of us being in our time, place, and element. The past events. You have been in a time of great creation. You have been utilizing this opportunity, though your peak has faded into the past. This does not mean you are on the decline, but certainly that you may have plateaued. Your work in the recent past has seen you burning at your current highest potential. The present events. You have already entered or are on the cusp of a moment of perfection. This does not mean all things in your life will be grand, but or you whatever project you have turned your hand to will flow easily and well with little effort applied. You will participate in this project or task as if born to it. Keep your head about you and nurture this time. The future events. A project you may or may not know about will present itself to you in the not too distant future. It will be a time of creation and an opportunity for you to exemplify yourself. It would help if you worked at your current greatest potential. Keep an eye out for it and be ready to take advantage of this opportunity. In reverse, the craftsman is in his shop, but he is not working. They are creating at best mediocre and pointless things that hold no part of themselves within them and that they have no passion for. They may not be in a place that is inspiring them. It could be that they are not applying themselves or do not recognize the opportunity. The past events of the magician in the reverse. Your environment or you has been holding you back in your current situation, being in a place that does not permit you to explore your full potential, or being in a mental state that does not allow you to recognize that you are, in fact, in that place. It's time to take stock of this and find out if the problem is you or where you are. The present event. There is the potential of greatness in your life at this moment, but it is either being squandered or you do not recognize the significance of your current circumstances. Examine where you are at this moment. Are you not taking advantage of where you are? Or is there an opportunity you're ignoring because you do not see yourself in it? Re examine your situation and opportunities. One of them is a significant event in your life right now. Don't miss it. Future events. An opportunity is coming that may appear to be a great opportunity for you professionally or personally. Keep an eye out for it as it will move into your path and try to pull you in. Avoid it, as in the end, it will not lead to any great fulfillment and will shackle your creative power and motivation. As we prepare for the meditation for the Magician card in the upright position, the associated colors are orange for creativity and self expression. The associated incense are rose for inspiration, cedarwood for confidence. Let's see how long I've been recording. Welcome, spoons. We're approaching the hour. The meditation for the magician in the upright position. You will feel yourself fall into this magician tarot card as your focus comes to fruition. Visualize yourself entering a workshop. Alchemical equipment bubbles and hisses on one side. Various tools are arrayed along one wall, and a great project is underway. You will see the magician there working on this project. Depending on what it is, he will appear differently. Perhaps he's wearing a painter's smock and is working feverishly. Perhaps he is a programmer surrounded by snacks and sodas, half drunk and forgotten as the code slings past the screen like a visual sympathy. Or a musical virtuoso curled around their instrument or lost in the majesty of their song. Do not interrupt him. He is in his perfect moment, and all around him is lost to him. But observe his surroundings and his behavior and look for your message. It may be an article upon his shelf, or it may be a sheet of paper or two people speaking in the corner. Let yourself become enhanced, enchanted with the place, with the workshop, and it's a perfect expression of its purpose. If the urge fills you, throw yourself into his work. For at this moment, the magician is an avatar of you in your perfect moment, and thus it is yours to share. You may feel exaltation, a buzzing high, a deep need only scratched by the process, filled only by completion, is felt deep inside. There is a message for you in this place, and it will make itself known to you as it draws you to it, like a moth to the flame. There's a time in all of our lives when we enter this moment, and sometimes we need guidance, or we'll miss that opportunity. The joy of our metaphorical hands creates something lasting, something with integrity and time. This can be found in the crafting of our children as they grow, creating a meal that will stick in their memories of our families, or building the foundations of a company or ideal that will touch the lives of those around us. Know that if you are looking for guidance in this Magician Tarot card meditation, you will find it. It may give you a subtle hint. It may explode like a flower of brilliance, or you may be notified that now is not the time. When you have found your message, when there is a moment in your meditation when it is time, the magician may speak to you, may show you something, or dismiss you. When it is time to go, depart, and be sure to note all the points of significance in your journal. Remember the details and what drove you and brought you into this meditation tarot meaning. Now we prepared for the meditation of the Magician card in the upright position. The associated colors are blue for overworked, associated incense, cedarwood, and rose. The tone of this meditation card in reverse meditation is unrealized potential, creativity, unhappiness in our craft, or just a lack of direction. Once you have an environment conducive to uninterrupted meditation, place the card in front of you, light the incense and candle, and take a few breaths to the center. Rest your eyes upon the card, taking in its imagery without truly attempting to see it. You will feel yourself fall into the card as your focus comes to fruition. Visualize yourself entering a workshop. Alchemical equipment bubbles and hisses violently on one side. Its purpose is forgotten. The tools that lay around are rusted, forgotten, in some case covered with a layer of dust. In this place, you will find the magician unrealized. It is difficult to place the nature of this place, as the magician has no part of himself in it. There may be partially completed works, all showing a lack of care, a lack of any real ambition. Perhaps you will observe the same thing repeatedly, or it will feel plastic or artificial. You may find him as an artist sitting on a stool, lazily or and moodily drawing brushstroke over someone else's work, or performing data entry with the dull, heartless eyes of the uninspired. The magician reversed here is an impersonal hell. All of his hopes and dreams are unrealized, but he knows he is full of it. Look carefully. Are there sketches full of loving details to be found in stark contrast to the heart put into his great work? Is there something outside the workshop doors that represents where he'd rather be or what he'd rather be doing? You may be able to draw him out to speak to him, but know that he is in a great malaise, a permanent state of his heart being somewhere else. If you can find that spark, that topic, he will explode into great energy, speaking with fire and passion, which truly inspires his soul. He may have a message for you, or perhaps it is hidden in his workshop. Look carefully. For in this place all things become drab and dull, inspiration is repressed and stunted, and the fire of the soul can fail. If this is the place you feel yourself in, look for the secret to why among the various detritus of the repressed workmanship shop. If you have a tarot journal, take notes on what you observed, record your feelings and emotions in this place and what stood out. Pay special care to know anything that left you feeling dragged down and exhausted, and that which inspired you, if such was a thing. Within those are likely to be found the messages for you. The next two cards are the Eight of Cups and the King of Cups. I forgot this was the first opening message. Start with the King, the Eight of Cups. The key words is baggage, pain, trauma, scars, moving on, heavy heart, learning to love again. Some of the baggage that we carry with us from old hurts don't belong with us on our journey. The pain that we take from past experiences can impede our progress towards self-improvement. Lugging around former wounds only hampers our ability to express and receive love. The Eight of Vessels card shows up to tell you that it is time to let go of old grudges and disappointments. When we constantly punish ourselves for past mistakes, we leave ourselves open to be overcome with the apathy, the anguish, and hopelessness, and we insinuate the effects of our willpower. It's time to break free and empower ourselves once again. The King of Cups. Keywords: magic, subconscious, artistry, charisma, temperamental, and depth. The King of Vessels has achieved harmony between his conscious and subconscious mind. His upright trident suggests that he is on the middle path. The three pikes that swim around him are indicative of his affinity to magic. As such, the King of Vessels may be a helpful mentor in the creative arts. While the king is, for the most part, a quiet and charming individual, he may at times be prone to volatile fluctuations in temperament. Happy birthday, Pisces. February 28th, compatibility. You are most compatible with people born under the zodiac sign of Taurus. This will be an excellent match with proper understanding. You are not compatible with people born under the zodiac sign of Gemini. This relationship will need some insight to keep going. Your lucky numbers is 1 and 3. 1 symbolizes independence, motivation, happiness, and new beginnings. Number 3 symbolizes optimism, creativity, and energy. Your lucky colors are turquoise and orange. Turquoise symbolizes loyalty, peace, grounding, and completeness. Orange is a color that signifies energy, enthusiasm, creativity, and success. Your lucky days are Thursday and Sunday. Thursday is the day of planet Jupiter. That represents confidence, optimism, sincerity, and wisdom. Sunday is the day of the planet Sun. That represents determination, motivation, leadership, and power. Your birthstone is aquamarine. It is your gemstone that can be good for meditation, makes you fearless, and gives you confidence. Your ideal zodiac birthday gifts for people born on February 28th: an aquarium for the man, for your snake, and a beautiful traveling kite or kit, traveling kit for the female. The February 28th birthday personality loves the water and ocean. Can't wait to come to the beach. Can't wait to go to the beach. God willing. So, happy birthday, Pisces. Wednesday evening, the night of Zest. Vibrant, alive, emotionally complex, over enthusiastic, excessive, and thoughtless. Your advice: cultivate your contemplative side and confront the important questions of your existence. Don't get carried away with thrills and sensation. That which makes you feel alive must adapt to the aging process. Those born on February 28th may not have a great awareness of their body and how it works. An objective medical authority, which whom they may have regular checkups and health discussions, is highly beneficial. February 28th people must be particularly careful of chronic conditions affecting their lymphatic, venous return, and blood pooling in their lower extremities with advanced age, leading to varicocele. A regular exercise schedule involving swimming, jogging, and or yoga is a good combination of thoughtful body work which suits them. Those born on this day usually like both to cook and eat, so they do not need much encouragement in this respect. Those born on the 28th of the month are ruled by the number 1. 2 plus 8 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. And by the sun, those ruled by the number 1 generally like to be first in what they do. They are typically individual, highly opinionated, and eager to rise to the top. The sun symbolizes strong creative energy and fire, which is best kept flowing steadily rather than allowing to sporadically flare out of control. The combination of the Sun and Neptune, ruler of Pisces, can make February 28 people overly romantic and sensationalistic. So, the archetype, the first card of the major arcana is the Magician, which symbolizes intellect, communication, information, as well as magic. Over his head is an infinity symbol, which in some tarot decks take the form of a hat, and others a halo. Many interpretations may be drawn, one of which is that the magician recognizes the cyclical and unending nature of life and is empowered by this understanding. The positive traits suggested by this first card include diplomatic skill and shrewdness, but negatively lack of scruples and opportunism. This card warns February 28 people against getting carried away with the world of illusion, picking the wrong friends, and using their energies for immoral purposes. That has been the reading, Pisces. I'm going to go ahead and gather this soul card for this evening to close the reading for me, and hopefully it resonates. Wednesday, February 28, 2024, 28 shuffles for my soul card. Message Spirit has for me tonight, please, in regards to my current situation, please, and what it is you wish for me to know, right, and see right now to help me rise and shine. And so it is, and so it is, and so heaven and earth, it is Ashe. Twenty-eight shuffles. That's my money card. One more shuffle for the 28th shuffle. Cut this deck to me. Card number 84 is at the top. Card number 44 is my soul card. It's like the Fool card. So always remind me of that. Let's go ahead and see what it has to say. I've had it before, of course. It says angel number 44 serves as a message from your angels, reminding you to stay committed and focused. It signifies financial success, stability, and the creation of a new beginning. Your angels encourage you to protect your positive energy, maintain self discipline, and believe in your strength to overcome challenges. Sunsigns.org. Angel number 44 is a number that represents hard work. As we go through our lives, we might forget how deeply connected we are to the rest of the universe. Our energies bind us to both the spiritual and physical world. As we navigate our lives and make our decisions, we have protectors from the spiritual world that work to guide us. These entities act as guardian angels. Furthermore, they watch over us and seek to lead us on our true path. Trust your angel number 44 with all your heart. Biblically, in the New Testament, it is recorded that the final days of Jesus' ministry were 44 days long. The first day begins when Jesus was crucified and ended on the day he gave final instructions to his disciples before ascending to heaven at Mount Olives. The number 44 represents the chosen people in the Bible. It also has a connection with the number 4, which represents earthly creation. The 44th time Jesus is mentioned in the book of Luke, he was found alone. Peter's name in the Bible is mentioned the 44th time in the book of Acts 8:14 and 15. In the Gospel of John, the name of Jesus appears the 44th time in the chapter 4, verses 50. The name Abraham is mentioned the 44th time in the book of Genesis 16:1. To provide us with guidance and direction, they leave us messages. These messages appear in our angel numbers. Angel numbers can be any sequence of numbers that we are see frequently. They come to us with important directions for our spiritual guides. They can also help us navigate difficult times and lead us to important truths about ourselves. You have been going through financial instability for a while, hence the occurrence of 44 angel number in your life is a good sign. It is a sign that prosperity is coming your way. Money is an important part of our lives. We cannot live without money because it brings us the basic needs that we need to survive in this life. This number represents happiness, hope, and joy. Hence, the reason why angels are coming to you with the financial abundance that you have been expecting for a while. The moment you see this angel number, it is a clear sign that troubling times are gone and happy and fruitful times are coming. Opportunities will come your way in abundance that will enable you to make good money that will last you for years. It is time for you to take actions and focus on the future by working hard in everything that you indulge in. Angel number 44 is a combination of the strength of number 4. Two fours and the sequence magnifies and the meaning of angel number 4 and create a new message. on its own. Angel 4, number 4, represents stability and support. It carries vibrations of success and effort. I'm going to leave it right there. This has been a good evening, a good message. I'm going to go ahead and like and share it. And thank all for joining me. Merry meetings. And have a good evening. Be safe out there. And I guess that's it. Thanks for listening, Spoon and YouTube. I get to read the magician again.